Hello guys, Orlando Brilloom here, and today I'm showing you a Lucario GX Zoroark GX deck list that I did quite well with the first weekend it was out. I won a league challenge. I know it's not a league cup, but a league challenge, and it was best of 3, 50 minutes, best of 3. So it was same sort of format, but only 3 rounds, and I won all 3 rounds. I think I lost 1 game the entire day, so 1 game out of 9. Not too bad. My record online is not as good. My record of this deck online is not as good as that. I have no idea why. Probably because most of the opening hands I get either have 2 or 3 of these in it, and no draw supporter, and I seem to start Lele more games than I don't, which is annoying. So let me take you through the list and explain why each card is in its place and why it's useful. Okay, starting off with the Zoroark from Shining Legends and the promo as well. Same thing, just different art. I see a lot of people putting in the Moonless Madness Zoroark in decks that don't play Darkness Energy. Can I just tell you to stop? Stop. If you're not playing Darkness Energy, play this one, because you can actually attack with it. You can do 20 damage. Okay, Kukui 40 damage. That's knocking out a what's a Dark Weak Pokemon? Dark Weak Pokemon would be the Cosmog. Or yeah, it's just knocking out a Cosmog. It's still knocking something out with a Kukui. Play this one. Play it. Please. You can attack with it. It does 20 damage. You can set up a Buzzwole. You can do 20 damage to a Buzzwole, which sets you up for Lucario to knock it out with a Choice Band and a Strong Energy. Just play this one, please. Stop. Just think. If you're gonna if you got a deck with the Moonless Madness one in it, and no Darkness Energy, swap it for this one, please. Please. It's one of those little things that annoys me. So you play this one because you're not playing Darkness Energy. So you can use Ram for a double colorless energy. Does 20 damage. Not great, but it has a use. Okay, so then we're moving on to 1 Mindjack Zoroark with a full bench and a Choice Band. You're knocking out a Buzzwole without a Fighting Fury Belt on it, which is kind of cool, which really helps. Sort of with this card, sort of makes that matchup about 70-30 their favour. With the Mew EX, we'll come to that in a bit. That's Buzzwole, Lycanroc. Buzzgarb, you just lose, I think, as well. So yeah. Well, you can make it close, but yeah. 4 of these tradie boys, with the Zoroark GX, with the Riotous Beating, does 120 with a full bench, 150 with a Choice Band, 170 with Kukui. That's knocking out a Lele. What? You see where I'm going? Oh my god. I'm sure most of you already know that, but you just need to think about this. You need to think about the numbers you're going to hit and how you can hit them. Okay? Right. So, on to the Riolu. We're playing one of these. We got Punch for 1 energy, does 10 damage. 30 with a Strong Energy. 60 to a Hooper, that is weak. Then you have Low Kick, 30 damage. 50 with a Strong Energy. 100 to a Hooper, that's weak. Kukui, 140, Knockout. 2 Strong Energy on this. You don't need Kukui. Knockout. You see? This really helps against Hooper. The aggressive Hooper is still annoying, still very annoying, but it helps. Also, this helps as well in that matchup. The Breakthrough Zoroark helps in that matchup as well. Okay, then we got 2 of the Detect Jab Riolus. Again, Jab, 10 damage, Fighting Energy, 30 with a Strong Energy, 50 with Kukui, 2 hit and a Hooper. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, detect. Detect can come in very handy if you manage to flip heads. If you manage to flip heads, it can come in very handy. It forces them to not knock. They can't knock out the Riolu unless they play something like a Pokemon Ranger, which hardly any deck is playing, unless you're that rogue who's playing that just because of things. Although I have seen some Volcanion lists and some Ho-Oh lists that have started playing it, so you got to watch out for that. Okay, then we have the big boy Lucario. This is the one that is going to do the most amount of damage for you most of the time, but most of the time you're going to be attacking with Zoroark, or trying to anyway. Unless you're against Buzzwole, then you're going to want to attack with this or Mew, okay, or the baby Zoro. Okay, so first attack you have Aura Strike, does 30 damage, plus if this was evolved on your first, if this was evolved during the turn this attack is used, it does 90 more damage. That's 110, or not 110, 120. I need to slow down, think about what I'm saying. Think about what I am saying. So, does 120 base if it's evolved on the turn you're attacking with Aura Strike. 140 with a Strong Energy, 170 with a Choice Band, KO Lele, 190 with a Kukui or Coco Spread, KO Buzzwole. Okay, Coco Spread as well as Kukui, you're doing 210, which knocks out anything above 190 HP to 210, so you're hitting all the evolutions, you're knocking those out, you're knocking out Ninetales and other things that I am forgetting. You can't knock out anything that is above that apart from Muck because it's weak to this, but no one's playing Muck, so that's a relevant point. But you know, so you can't knock out a Gardevoir unless you Coco Spread twice. So there's that you need to think about. It's still a really cool Pokemon though. It has Cyclone Kick for 2 fighting and a colorless energy. Does 130 base, 150 with a strong, 2 strong, 2 strong 170, 3 strong 190, Choice Band 220, Coco Spread 240, Kukui 260. I could go on, but you know. And then you have Cantankerous Beast Down GX, which is basically Taurus's GX attack. So it does 30 times the amount of damage counters on this Pokemon. Okay, so you get hit for 60. 6 times 6 times 3, that is 18. Times by 100, times by 10, not by 100. Wow, times by 10. There you go. You have 180. Anything over 180, you're knocking out if you have 6 damage counters on you. With a Strong Energy, you're hitting 200. With a Choice Band, you are hitting 230. Okay, but you can just use a double colorless energy on this to use this GX attack. So if they're a kind of a silly player and they Jet Punch twice onto a bench Riolu, you can knock out with a Choice Band and a double colorless energy. You can knock out their Buzzwole that they're doing that with. So it's a very, very, very useful attack. Okay, onto some the 3 different support Pokemon in play. Tapu Koko, Flying Flip just helps you to hit numbers, as I've been explaining. The 20 damage really helps you to hit 170s and 190s above if you can get more than 1 off. That's a really useful Pokemon. It has free retreat as well, so you can just pop it in the active at the beginning of your turn if something's knocked out, and then retreat it into something that is good. Okay, so this is basically a skeleton of Zoroark Golisopod, but you're swapping Galisopods and Wimpods for Riolus and Lucarios, it's similar. It's very similar. Okay, so now you have a Mew. A lot of people are putting Mew into a lot of different decks because of Buzzwole and now Lucario. For a double colorless energy, you can copy your Zoroark's attacks and your baby Zoroark's attacks. Do not copy with a fighting energy. Do not copy Lucario's first attack, because Mew doesn't evolve from Riolu, so it won't work. You'll do the base damage of 30. So don't do that, please. Okay, there is one downside to playing Mew. It will be knocked out by an Oricorio, which a lot of Buzzrock lists are playing at the moment. As we saw, I forgot the guy's name, but someone did well with it in America, I think. Could have been Europe. I need to look that up again. You can look it up for yourselves, but trust me, Oricorio is a thing. Okay, some people have removed it, but yeah, still be wary of that. Okay, we have 3 Tapu Lele with Energy Drive is still useful as an attacker, and we have the one tag ability to search for any supporter in our deck when we play it down from our hand, as long as the abilities aren't shut off by Glaceon or Garbodor or Muck. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Let's move it on to the trainer cards. 1 EO Soda. This helps to thin your deck as well as evolve a Zoroark or Lucario, depending on which one you need at the time. So you can search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it on top of that Pokemon. You can just evolve straight away. This counts as evolving, but it doesn't count as evolving from your hand, so Potown will not damage it. Okay, 2 Field Blower. This is to get rid of tools on Garbodors and stuff, and help slow down your opponent if you have like 3 bench Pokemon and they have a Choice Band and strong energies on a Lycanroc. You can get rid of their Choice Band and make it harder for them to KO your active Lucario. Okay, we have 4 Puzzle of Time. This helps if you play 2. You can search your discard pile for any 2 cards and put them straight back into your hand. It's really, really powerful. It's really great. I recommend you do that as much as you can. It also has a secondary effect. Well, it's the first effect, but it's thought of as a secondary effect. You can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back into any order you want. If you need to, if you're stuck on a trade, you can use that, look at the top 3 cards, and then get the 2 cards that you actually want from that. You might have only been getting one of them, but if you needed 2, then you are getting that. Okay. Getting a phone call from someone who has no caller ID, so I'm not answering that. Okay. 4 Ultra Ball. Discard 2 from your hand. Search your deck for a Pokemon. Put it into your hand. It's pretty easy. Also helps in thinning out your hand and your deck. You can get rid of Bridgets and stuff, which is really cool. You have a Parallel City, which you can limit your opponent's bench or limit your own bench depending on the matchup. In Buzzrock, you want to limit your own bench to stop Lycanroc from doing a hell of a lot of damage. And I shouldn't have said the H word there because YouTube doesn't like that at the moment. And yeah. So you have Parallel City, play one of these, or if you're in like a Zoroark mirror match, you limit their bench, and it makes it harder for them to KO your Lucario. Okay. Right. So 2 Acerola. This helps to heal and to pick up your Lucarios and your Zoroarks. Whatever you need to be picked up, pick it up with an Acerola. You have 2 of these. Or I recommend playing 2 in this deck with no max potion, because Acerola is just better in this deck. And we have 3 Bridgets. You can use it on your first turn and then easily trade away the others. It's an easy trade target. You draw 1, you just trade it away, and there you go, pretty much. So it's easy. You can search your deck for 1 Pokemon EX, which I have used to get Mew if I had no other way of getting it, but it's not ideal. It's not ideal. But you can Or you can search 3 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. This includes Pokemon GX. We're not playing any basic Pokemon GX apart from Tapu Lele, and you're not really going to bridge it for a Tapu Lele because you don't get the effect. So you want to get like 2 Zoroarks and a Riolu, or if you have a Riolu, you want to get 2 Zoroarks and a Tapu Koko, or just 3 Zoroarks depending on the matchup. If you need Tapu Koko and stuff, I've not been mentioning Dustmane Necrozma. Same way you're going to knock out a Buzzwole, you're going to be knocking out Dustmane Necrozmas in the same way, with building up damage with Kukuis and Choice Bands and Strong Energies. Okay. Wait. Okay, so we have 3 Cynthia. This is just shuffle. You have trades as well. So Sycamore, I couldn't find a room for one. I just think that with the trades and Cynthia, you're fine. Just keep going. You have 3 Guzma. So I didn't explain what Cynthia was. Cynthia is shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 6 cards. It's not as powerful as Sycamore, but you don't throw your cards away. You get to keep them if you really need them. You have 3 Guzma. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. If you do, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So you can use this card if you have no bench, but you cannot use this card if your opponent has no bench. So you can't switch out your Pokemon and not one of your opponents, but you can switch out one of your opponent's Pokemon but not one of yours if you have no bench. But if you have a bench, you need to switch it, if that made sense. Listen to it a couple of times. We have 1 Mallow. So you play it, search your deck for any 2 cards, and then shuffle your deck, then put those cards on top in any order. Really powerful. Really, really powerful with Zoroark, because you can Mallow for the cards you need and then trade into them straight away. It is insane. I could only fit 1 in though. Then we have 3 N. It's just a standard supporter in every deck right now. It's going to be rotated at the end of this standard format though. So yeah. So each player shuffles his or her hand into their deck and draws the cards for each of their remaining prize cards. Really powerful if your opponent's like gone ahead and has 3 prizes left and you have 6, and then you just play an N. They have 3 cards, you have 6 cards. It's quite powerful. Then we have Kukui. This really helps hit numbers and draw cards. You draw 2 cards, and then during this turn you do 20 more damage. I have seen someone deck themselves out with a Kukui. Don't do that. They thought that it could Kukui and then end, but they obviously couldn't because they're playing 2 supporters in 1 turn. You cannot do that. Okay. We have 3 Choice Band to help hit the numbers. I've explained what the numbers are earlier. We have 1 Floatstone, could only fit 1 in. And you can even just get it back if it gets discarded early. You can get it back with Puzzle of Time. So Floatstone gives any Pokemon it's attached to free retreat, which helps you get out of the active. And we have 3 Strong Energy, not 4. This helps hit the numbers with Lucario. There's 20 extra damage. Really strong card in every fighting deck. Should play that card. Every single fighting deck should play that card. We have 4 double colorless energies. You can attach this to pretty much any of your Pokemon. Every single one of your Pokemon has an attack, can use an attack that is for double colorless energy, even the Lucario. And then we play 2 of these. This really helps guard against enhanced hammers. You have Glaceon that plays enhanced hammers. Most Zoroark lists are playing enhanced hammers. As Hooper enhanced hammers, you need to not be playing only special energy, because then you're really susceptible to enhanced hammers. And that is the deck. So let's go and get into a match. Hopefully, oh, I'm in expanded. That is a bad deck. Why did I even make that? Hopefully you guys didn't see that. Let's go with Lucario into a match. I've just started playing on this ladder. I played like last night. I started playing on it. Had 1 game today with this. And yeah, there's a lot of decks that are annoying. This looks like Buzzrock because it has water, fighting, and psychic. Okay, so I'm probably going to lose this, but you never know. You never know. I'm quite low down the ladder, so you can never tell. Okay, well, this Zoro is dead because Buzzwall's just going to hit it. Okay. Hopefully he starts like the one Lele. Oh my god, it's Rampardos. Okay, this can be bad for me as well. This can be very bad for me as well. Okay, Buzzwall, Rampardos. Okay. Do I get the Coco? I think I get the Coco. And then do I Ultra Ball? No, I'm just gonna sit. I maybe should have Ultra Balled the N and the other Ultra Ball for a Riolu. But I'm just gonna sit. Ugh, fossils. He's gonna end anyway, so I should have done that. So Rampardos I haven't come across too much, so I don't really know how to play the match. Please bench loads of stuff. Okay then. Double colourless energy? No. But what I can do is hopefully I can knock this out. So this isn't bad because I have Puzzle of Times. Hopefully this is getting knocked out. Right. I could just Mallow for the cards I need. Yeah. That's a lot safer than... because I can get the card I need. As well as... so I can get the double colourless energy. As well as a Cynthia for next turn. Probably smarter to do it that way rather than just getting a Cynthia. And then you want to Riotous Beating. It should be knocking out the Buzzwall. Even with Fighting Fury Belt. And I just get another Cynthia anyway. Okay, it's fine. So if it ends, I get one more card than I have right now. Which is fine with me. Although I really would like to Cynthia instead. Really would like to Cynthia instead. Okay, another Buzzwall. So if I can draw a Guzma. If I can get a Guzma. He's Guzma in. Okay. Okay, so I just need energy then. I just need a double colourless energy to retreat. Which is fine. Okay. This low down the ladder, I don't think I'm going to be giving you a great a great way of how to play this deck, but you know, I need to start focusing more. Okay, so this thing's getting evolved. Okay, so let me trade first. Trade this Zoro away. Maybe I'll get Acerola or something. Okay, I get that instead. It's fine. And then I'll Cynthia. Okay. Evolve that. I'm not going to trade anything because my hand, I would like to keep most of what's in there. Especially after having to discard that. And then our Writer's Beating again. I don't see a way for him to come back from this. Another fossil. I think I just Cocoa Spread next turn. Brooklet Hill. Go on, give me another Buzzwole target, because then all I need is a... Oh. Okay, Remoraid. Why wouldn't you just play Lycanroc instead of this? Takes up less space. Yes, this is like a meme. But... how much HP does that have? 150. 150. I mean... do I just Flying Flip? Or do I hit it with Lucario? It can't knock out the Lucario, right? No, it can do 120 to it, which is fine. Yeah. Let's put pressure on. I don't really want to trade my hand. I could trade one of the ends. And then just Aura Strike. 140 damage. So the Mew really come in handy there. I don't think he should have. He definitely should not have promoted the Buzzwole with the 1 energy on it, just to do another little bit of damage. Yeah, I don't think he should have done that. What's he going to do? No idea. Okay, so he's putting the Regirock active. Okay. So at this point, I might just be able to just Cocoa Spread, which would be fine. I'm going to get rid of the Choice Band from my deck, I think. Should I do that? Yeah. Do that. And trade the other Lucario. Trade Ultra Ball. Attached to the Cocoa. Cynthia, I want the Floatstone. I forgot to look through my deck, which is an amateur mistake. But there's the Floatstone. So this will be knocking out the Rampardos on the bench as well. Which I think now he should just concede. This Cocoa is scary to him. How amazing is it that I drew the Floatstone? After me saying that I don't draw very well. Has he got the rare candy? It's amazing how a rare candy works on fossils. Even though it's not technically a Pokemon. Yeah, it just, yeah. Basic. Boogeyman. Boogeyman. Okay. I don't see how this guy is winning. I don't know what he's doing. Did you get the Rare Candy and the Rampardos? I don't think he did. Otherwise, them two would have been straight down. Max Elixir. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. So he's probably going to bank on me not having Guzma. Let's trade this. Those are 60, yeah? Okay. I don't want to be doing this and my opponent. I'm just going to trade the other Zoroark. Probably a bad move. Okay, so I don't have... Just power this up because you can't knock it out. Pow pow. Hang on. Yeah, I have game. Yeah, it took me a while. Took me a while. Took me a little while. Give him a well played. Took me a little while, but you know. Yeah. Took me a little while to realise that. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't like doing unnecessary things when I don't have to, but I thought I did, and then I realised that I didn't, so I'm sorry. But yeah. So that is basically a deck. Let's give you one last look at the list. If it will let me. Come on, there we go. Deck Manager. Zoroark Lucario. Okay, one last look at the list. There you go. Screen cap or whatever, I don't even know. And thank you. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Orlando Breloom, and I hope to see you next time. If you're in the UK, I am going to Sheffield Regionals. So, yeah. Probably might. I have no idea what I'm going to play there because there is a new set between now and then. But it should be fun. If you are going, let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, guys.